just being selfish, right? I just wanted the money now, but I had to go through a lot of ups and downs. If I didn't go through those ups and downs, I would not be making the money I'm making today.
Some may know him as the guy that ran in the Super Bowl.
All the way from Miami, the man himself, Alex G.
Trading got me to the point where I am now, got me the fame, got me into the room with really successful people, built the person that I am now. You have to be patient. A winning trade is not going to come every single day. It's like a great business opportunity. You're gonna get a bunch of them that get thrown at you, but not all of them are great.
There's a lot of people who are trying to teach and educate, but they haven't got there yet. Like they haven't done the work. They haven't even developed the skill sets to be teaching people how to do a certain thing. From what you've learned now, what are the traits of a successful trader?
First thing is going to be...
Welcome back to First Things First. We have a special guest today, Alex Gonzalez, all the way from the United States. How you doing?
Good, and you? Nice to meet you.
How have you found Dubai during this time of the year? Because I feel like I'm partly responsible for you coming in July, which is, let's just say it's pretty damn hot.
Yeah, honestly, so I'm born and raised in Miami, and I'm used to the heat. Like, I am very familiar with it. I am okay with it. This is not compared to Miami.
It's not okay.
This is not. And you know what? I came here thinking that, I'm hot shit. I'm from Miami. This is nothing. This is easy. Yeah. It's two completely different types of heat, honestly. Yeah. So it's whack. It sucks, right? This heat is not it. That's why I see why nobody's here during this time.
A man of culture as well. He's staying at the 5 Palm. So I had to do you dirty like that.
So look, to be fair, right? I tell my assistant, I'm like, look, get me something on the beach, get me a villa, something cool. I don't want to be in a hotel room upstairs. Get me something on the water. And I go to the Palm, right? I go to the Palm and I post it. I'm thinking I'm the shit. I got the last one available for the rest of the month. Everyone starts DMing me, get out of there, chlamydia, herpes. I'm like, what? But whatever. We're leaving today, so.
And where are you going to next?
Back home, Miami, back home.
Nice, man. So how did you get started with this journey of trading? Do you like to be known as a Forex trader, or do you generally don't like that association?
So you know what? It's kind of interesting because I've been thinking about it for like the last couple of weeks. Do I embrace the name of being a trader? Or do I just, say I'm an entrepreneur and say, oh, but I also trade? But you know what? I'm head on. I'm a trader. If you don't believe in me, or you don't believe in what I do, well, I don't really care. Trading got me to the point where I am now, got me the fame, got me into the room with really successful people, built the person that I am now in order to actually run businesses. And it literally gave me the foundation to do what we're doing right now because it built character in me. So yeah, I embrace saying that I'm a trader. I don't say I'm a Forex trader. I just say I'm a trader because the word Forex is like really...
Why is that?
I'll tell you why. So Forex trading is, the entry barrier is so low. You can literally enter with like $50, meaning, with all due respect, really low quality people enter the space. Really low quality people are the first ones to hate, talk bad about it and just create a problem out of nothing. When it comes to stock trading, the entry barrier is $25,000 to enter into a really, really good broker or a platform for you to trade. The minimum is 25K. So that obviously not everybody has 25K. So the tier of that person is obviously a lot higher. So the type of people, if they do enter 25,000 and then they lose it, they don't become successful, they're not going to really ever talk bad about it because they're just a different kind of person. Somebody goes in with $50 and they lose it, they're going to call it a scam. Yeah. But they're just simply not as educated or, have the resources that they need to succeed. So that's the problem with Forex trading, that the entry barrier is so low that it attracts all types of low-end people and also low-end influencers, like these guys.
Dude, that's what, for me, gave it a bad name. Yeah. When there were these accounts that I followed, these influencers account or whatever, and they would post these completely random posts which made no sense, of like maybe them stood next to a Lamborghini, or might not even be them, saying how, oh, so-and-so has helped me to make X amount of money. You guys should go and check him out and work with him as well. And there was a phase, I don't think it happens as much anymore, but it was back a couple of years ago where it was like popping up everywhere. It was like, what is going on with all these Forex sponsored posts? Yeah,
so those were multi-level marketing companies. So those were like a Herbalife. You're familiar with Herbalife? Yeah. So those were Herbalifes, but for trading. So pretty much you get people under you. The more people you get under you, you get paid more residual income. You rank up, and then as you rank up, more people start getting more people. They rank you up for the work you do. So that's where all like that affiliate marketing started coming in. But it came in the trading space. But the product was Forex, but they were never teaching you Forex. They just used that as like the clickbait thing to get the clients, but they would never teach you trading. They would just teach you how to pretty much scale an affiliate marketing and be a multi-level marketer. And I got caught victim of that. That's how I actually came into trading with one of those posts, right? So literally one of those posts, one of my friends did it. I'm like, dude, I went to high school with this guy. He's with this guy with a Lambo. Bet, you know, bet, all right.
Fell for it straight away.
You know what? Bet, I'm going to go to this thing. And I went. And then obviously you realize everything that goes. But all that multi-level to marketing is gone now. It really is gone.
Okay. So how did you get into it? Because I've listened to a few podcasts. You used to work in Dunkin Donuts.
Yeah, 6 years ago, I was at Dunkin Donuts.
So you weren't just naturally kind of born into this path. You tried a couple of different things. And what was the point where you were like, okay, this is something which I want to try?
So I was in college, right? So, or you guys call it uni, I think. You guys call it uni. So I was in college, and pretty much I was trying to make money online because my professor told me I was about halfway through the semester, my first, semester of college. And he goes up to me, he's like, look, just letting you know, even if you were to ace every single test from here to the end, you're still going to fail. And I'm like, thanks. You just, thank you. You just saved me the next 6 months of my life. So I pretty much dedicated the next 6 months trying to figure out something, how to make money online. I tried Amazon drop shipping. I tried.
Didn't you got shut down for that?
Yeah. I tried everything, dude.
Why did you get shut down?
Because I didn't know what I was doing. So also my credit card didn't have that much limit. So I could only buy like so much merchandise. And I just didn't know what I was doing. Back in 2018, like there was videos online, but I just...
Yeah, it was different.
Yeah, it just wasn't it, And I was on it, honestly, by myself. So I still had to go to campus to school because my mom and my dad had my location, like on my phone. Because like I was known in high school for like skipping school and all this shit. So basically they had my location. So I still went to school, but I was going like, figure shit out online, So
it's in the library.
Yeah, no, I was going to the library, the lunchroom, anywhere where I could just connect to the Wi-Fi and be on campus in the times that I was supposed to be in class. So I tried the Amazon drop shipping. I tried stocks. So I actually got into stocks, and about a month into that whole journey, when I was ready like to put money into it, they said, oh, minimum 25,000. Like, I just wasted a whole month. I don't have 25,000.
It took me a full month to find out at the end, like, oh shit.
Yeah, because I was just so focused into, like, I'm always the type of person that I want to learn the craft first. You get me? Like, so if I want to get into fitness, like, I want to learn what I have to eat first. I want to know the type of way. Should I do CrossFit? Should I do, actual weightlifting? Should I just run? I learn all that stuff first, so then I can go and apply. Because I'm very, like, educated when I go into things. So I want to learn everything on the technical side. And then when I go put money in, then I'll, get to that point. So I wasted a whole month, basically, in the stocks.
But it probably wasn't all wasted though.
Actually, it wasn't.
From what you learned within that month, has it helped you?
No.
Oh, really? It's that different?
It's literally two completely different things.
Interesting.
It's like working out weights or working out with CrossFit. Like you're working out, but they're two completely different types of workouts. Like when you're doing CrossFit, it's just 15 minutes of intense reps, just moving around. When you're hitting weights, you're just pushing hard, You're working out, but it's very different. So pretty much as I figured out that 25,000 is not, what I have in order to put into the markets, I then go back into, drop shipping and trying to figure out all this stuff out. I never went into the whole social media marketing agency. It just didn't pop up on my end. I didn't hear about it. Obviously, later on I found out about it and it blew up, but I just stayed with the drop shipping. That shit never worked, bro. And as I'm doing the whole drop shipping, I came across one of these Instagram posts like, hey, you want to learn how to trade Forex? And, you can start with $500, come to this, these seminar, these meet and greet events. Like that, it's down the street from my house. I'll go to it. Pull up to these events and, you have 1,000 people rounded out there. They're like, stand up and dance. I'm like, all right, I guess stand up and dance. It was kind of cool because it got me into a vibe of other successful people that what I thought at the time that kind of had the same vision, make money online. And then pretty much there, I just, started learning the topic of Forex and the pros and the cons about it. And I in my opinion, I think Forex, the product and the way how trading in that market is so much more attractive than the stock market. So when I realized obviously the entry barrier was a lot less, I just kind of stayed pretty much in that path.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you find you were naturally quite quick at picking it up, or was it something which took time?
Yeah, it definitely did take time. It's not.
I think you said before you weren't making money for the first 2 years.
About 2 years and a half, I was learning the craft. I made no money, lost pretty much every single month, every single week. First year, I didn't put any money into it. I was just learning it. And then the year and a half after that, I was just losing money for the whole year.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing that you persisted, because I'm sure many people, if they'd been at it for a year and they were just constantly losing money, they'd be like, okay, on to the next thing. Like, why did you just keep going?
Because it was just something that every single week I would learn something new. I'd make a mistake, I'd fix it. As soon as I'd fix it, I'd make a new mistake, I'd fix it. So every single week, I literally felt like I was getting closer to making money. And then probably about 2 years into it, I stopped losing money. So I was about, break-even trader, losing a little bit, making a little bit. And that's where like the whole shit shifted for me. I'm like, all right, I think I've made every single mistake I could possibly make. And I've fixed all of them. I've learned all of them. Now I'm literally only applying the ones that I should apply. And that's where that's where like the half of the year comes in, where then I actually started making a profit into the markets, which was kind of like where everything was worth it for me at the end, honestly.
I guess when people look at your lifestyle now and everything you've done, I think they'll not see that part. Like the 2 years of, I imagine, like, what was an average day in terms of hours put into learning the craft?
I was 14 hours in front of the charts.
So 14 hours every day for like
2 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to put that much time into it. I just had nothing else to do. So my parents found out I wasn't going to college because, they, went to school.
Hey, where's your degree?
Yeah. So they found out I wasn't going to college, and I kind of had to, like, I was almost in a race to figure out how to make money, because my parents are Cuban. Like, my dad came to Miami in a raft. He was at sea for like 6-7 days. Like, this guy's fucking around. Like, this guy's like, you got to wake up at 5 a.m. You go to work, you come back at 7, fall asleep, you do the same thing Monday through Sunday. This guy does not believe in breaks. And that's kind of the person that I had pressuring me every single day. So it was very hard. And I kind of had a year while I was in college trying to figure it out. As soon as I graduated, my goal was to say, oh, hey, I didn't graduate, but now I'm successful making money in this. That didn't happen. So I was a whole year living at my parents' house, literally just waking up before my dad every single day. My dad would wake up at 6 a.m. I would purposely wake up at 5 just to be in front of the computer to show him that I'm dedicated to this shit and that I'm putting in the work. So I'd be there every single day from 5. My mom would probably wake up at 10. I have to still be up at 10 so my mom can see that, won't tell my dad, oh, he fell asleep or whatever. So then I was pretty much after that, I would obviously just stay out throughout the day, and I would literally watch every single tick that the market would do, because it's just a pattern. It just repeats itself time and time again. The market's open every single day except Saturday and Sunday. And within Tuesday and Wednesday, I would see a pattern, write it down, and I would just see the same thing happen over and over again. That's kind of how I kind of like fell in love with the craft.
Did your dad ever just walk in on you and just look at the screen and just be like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, so one time I fell asleep, right? So like I actually stayed up from the night before, and I was sleeping there, and he walks in and he was like, dude, you got to give this shit up, bro. Like, you're not making any money. So he was giving me money at the time. Like, obviously I was making money from Dunkin Donuts, but like, to do cool stuff, I needed a little bit of help. My parents are well off, they're not poor, they're not rich, but they're very average class. And he would give me a little bit of money, and he's like, look, this is the last money I'm ever giving you. You either figure this out, or you got to go get a job somewhere else. Like, I'm done helping you. And luckily that was around the 2-year mark where I was already kind of figuring things out.
It's funny. I feel like everybody should have a job like Dunkin Donuts or just something like that, where you have to just work for somebody in this monotonous, repetitive style of work, just to get a feel for what you do want to do, what you don't want to do, and what hard graft is like.
You appreciate the actual freedom when you're not at those places. I just couldn't comprehend, out of 24 hours you have in the day, you're pretty much dedicating half of it to just work. Commuting there back and forth and the logistics of actually working. You just lost half your day there, and then the other half, you have 3-4 hours free, and then you just sleep the rest of the time. So half of your day or your life is pretty much gone to a job, and that is not something that I want. I don't think anybody wants to do, realistically. Just some people don't have the courage or the balls, honestly, to just get out and do something different, in my opinion.
So at what point did things start to look up?
So things started to look up about 2.5 years. So I had a payout. So there's these things out there called like prop firms. So if you're really good at trading, you go and pass these evaluation processes. Once you pass the evaluation process, they'll give you access to 5 figures, 6 figures, and then you'll get a payout. So I got a $28,000 payout, literally about like 2 months into actually getting the funded account. And that set me aside a whole year worth of my expenses. Like, I'm living with my parents. I have no expenses. So literally there's all the money is profit. And that's where I'm like, oh shit, this is literally it. Because I can leave Dunkin Donuts and just focus on trading, have a year to figure it out. And I've already kind of stopped making the mistakes. I stopped losing money, and I had my first big impact, which was 28,000. That's where everything kind of changed for me. That's where
What was the salary of Dunkin Donuts?
I think I was making 3,000 a month.
Yeah.
3,000. This is 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
And after tax, what would that have been?
Oh, bro, nothing. Yeah. Like 2,500. Nothing.
Actually, I've seen this before. What's a funded account?
Yeah, so it's something that's taken over the industry by storm. So basically, a lot of good traders out there don't have access to capital. So you go to these prop firms or evaluation firms, whatever you want to call them, it's all the same thing at the end of the day. And they're going to put you through a demo challenge, 2 steps. First step, you have to make 8% without losing 10%. Second step, you have to make 5% without losing 10%. If you pass those 2 steps, you're now a funded trader. So it took me about 8 months to actually pass one of these challenges. So I lost probably like 20 of them because I was just trying them time and time again. But following the rules that those accounts make
you're losing their money.
No, so you pay for a challenge. So for example, let's say a $10,000 challenge, right? Costs $100. For you to get access to that 10K, you have to pay the $100. If you pass a challenge, then they will fund you $10,000. So what I was losing was the $100 that I was paying for the challenge. About like 20, 30 of those. Like I blew a shit ton of them. So eventually I actually passed one of the challenge. It was a 6-figure account. It was a $100,000 account. And then cost about $500. So then when I got to the funded stage, I made about like 33% in 1 month. I got 70% of those profits. And then I stayed with the 28,000 plus the refund and all the credits. So
how many other people are you kind of competing against?
It's open to everybody. It's literally, like, there's no competition.
Okay.
It's just a business that is out there that you can just go and take this evaluation process.
Okay. Nice. Was there anyone that you looked up to or kind of tried to replicate in
Umar.
terms
Yeah,
really?
I looked up to Umar, bro. Yeah. Umar was somebody that while I was in that journey helped me out a lot. He was somebody that I resonated with, and I learned a lot of, the things that he shared. It's kind of crazy because now I guess to the point now where we're like friends and we have very similar thoughts about trading. So it's really, really cool.
Yeah, shout out to Umar. If you haven't seen that podcast, that was a great episode.
Yeah.
And you were learning from the content which he was putting out there?
No, his stuff was more like the psychology stuff. So the problem with trading is a lot of people, they can learn the charts. Learning the charts is not hard. It really isn't. It's like learning a language. You can learn Spanish. It's very easy, but it's more of the psychology of you saying, okay, let me go out there and let me actually talk to somebody in Spanish. That's the hard part that some people can't get over, right? I'm just setting an example to keep it very simple. Trading is easy for you to learn the charts and the patterns. It's not hard. Problem is the psychology behind the charts, which is the money you put at risk, actually following your trading plans, and then avoiding taking trades outside of that plan, which is all psychology. It has nothing to do with actually trading. So a lot of people, they have problems controlling themselves when it comes to executing trades in the market. That's what I had troubles with because I was against the clock to, do something so my family believes in me and I can actually make money. So
there's the ego, there's the emotions.
It was a mix of FOMO, greed, just being selfish, right? I just wanted the money now, but I had to go through a lot of ups and downs in order to be ready to get the money. If I didn't go through those ups and downs, I would not be making the money I'm making today.
Well, so from what you've learned now, what are the traits of a successful trader?
First thing is going to be extremely stoic mindset. If you win, cool, that's why you took the trade. If you lose, cool, that's why you only risk a certain percentage of the account. No big deal. Second is going to be patience. You have to be patient. A winning trade is not going to come every single day. It's like a great business opportunity. You're going to get a bunch of them that get thrown at you, but not all of them are great. You have to be very selective with the type of opportunity you invest into. Same exact thing at trading. Just because the market is open 24/5 doesn't mean that you should be trading 24/5. You only take the trades that make sense. Second is patience. And then the third is going to be risk management. If you don't know how to risk money properly, you're done for, honestly.
And Umar, he's actually into more of the long-term trading.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Same. I'm kind of in that field as well.
So both of you are?
More like I'll probably hold my positions for 2 to 8 days, more or less.
Okay.
I think he does a little bit longer than I do.
Okay. But he's not in, is he in Forex?
No, he's not in Forex. He's in stocks. He doesn't like Forex.
Why doesn't he like Forex?
Because the Forex industry, is very, it's like the wild, wild west.
Okay.
It's very easy to fake things. It's very easy to say you're profitable when you're not. It's not that easy to do that in the stock market. In the Forex market, it is, because like I said, the entry barrier is very low, but these platforms, you can fake things all the time. Like people can go in and like put a fake trade and literally like say, hey, like you want to know how to become a guru in 2 seconds? Like I can tell you how. You want to know how to do it?
Please tell me.
Okay. You literally get an account. You get a demo account. You go to, let's say, Euro USD or whatever market you want to call it. You click buy and you click sell at the same time. One of them are going to fucking hit because the market has to go up or go down. When it goes up, the one that you put a sell, you just delete it and then you just stay with the buy position. And then that's how you show. You're like, hey, look, I made X amount of money. And that's it. That's it.
So how do we make sure that people don't get, they don't fall for those people's tricks?
So you have to show the history. And that's what I do. So I show my history. I show my live account. I trade live, so I literally.
I guess that helps.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, people like me, there's no doubt, but a lot of people got caught in those type of schemes because none of them would ever show the history, and people were like, well, if we can't see a track record that you actually know what you're doing time and time again, then it's kind of incredible, and that's what happened with the Forex market.
And were you and Umar planning to do a link up together?
Yeah, we were supposed to trade together. Didn't pull up.
Damn, come on, Umar.
Yeah, he's still in New York.
Everybody's waiting.
Yeah, I mean, my goal was to get on live with Umar and trade and hopefully make like 100,000 within the sitting. I did do it. So I made 120, I think it was like 126,000, 121,000. Where I had 10,000 traders live. So we did that all together. But I want to do it with Umar to show Umar that Forex is, not what he thinks.
So he would be there and he would be watching you.
Exactly how we are like this.
Okay.
And then and I tell Umar, buy right now or sell right now. I would have made Umar 100,000.
I'm sure he's probably doing all right now.
No, he's fine. He has money. Yeah, he has money. He's fine. He's fine.
Is it, do you have good relationship with other people in the industry? Or is it like you compete with each other and you want to be the best?
Yeah. So personally, I believe a lot of people don't like, nobody doesn't like me. They just don't like how I'm way above all of them. So I go way above and beyond with my marketing, with like the way I actually send the message across. So like I actually meet people. I don't know if you've seen, but I do meet and greets all around the world. None of these other gurus are doing that shit, bro. Like I am literally I went to South Africa, far as shit from where I am. That's like a 20-hour flight. Like it's super far. I did it in London, Madrid, Puerto Rico, LA, New York. I'm going to all these different cities and I'm literally saying, hey, I'm at this spot this time. Pull up, ask me any questions, shake my hand. Thousands of traders come every single time. I shake the hand, take a picture, give them advice, and then I bounce. Do it all for free every single time.
Nice.
None of these traders like that shit because they don't have the balls to do it. So I'm growing like wildfire and they just don't like it.
Well, I think, yeah, because they probably spend a lot of time behind the screen.
No.
Maybe they don't have the best social skills.
Dude, I probably spend an hour or two in front of the screens every single day. You don't need to be in front of the screen that much time. At the beginning, you do.
No, but I mean like their personality trait. Maybe they're just not good with people.
Yeah, they're probably just not socially there.
Yeah.
But then they're the first guys to like go on social media and say, hey, I'm all about the community. I'm all about this. It's like, you're not, bro. You're not.
Yeah.
Like I am.
That's inspiring, to be honest, because I feel like I could be doing more of that because I travel a lot. But sometimes the thought of doing a meet and greet can be like a bit, you just don't know who's going to turn up.
Yeah.
So it could be 10 people, could be 1,000 people.
Yeah. Social battery is definitely needed,
Yeah.
and it's not something that everybody has. Some people are introverts. I wasn't always like this, but once I realized that the message that I'm sending across to people, like I would literally tell somebody as simple of what I've just shared right now, but when you do it in person, it's just different. Like I can literally see their whole mindset shift. And as soon as I tell them that, they just turn around and leave because they're ready to go attack the markets again or do whatever. Like that's all they needed to kind of have that spark. So that's what keeps me going and it builds up my social battery because I remember like if I would have met Umar, when I was getting started in my journey and I was going through all those struggles and I met another profitable trader and I asked Umar a simple question like, hey, what do I do with this? And if he would have simply answered it, that's all I needed to keep going in that journey because this journey is very lonely. Nobody's going to understand you because nobody knows what you're going through and you're not going to find a trader at a coffee shop, right? Like you can find somebody that works out at the gym because you're in the same environment, but there's no trader environment like that. So I try and build that for people to help them in their journey.
Yeah, if you came up to me and asked me for some training advice, I'd be like, bro,
Yeah.
do you want to go to the gym? Release some stress.
Yeah.
No way. So when did you, from the beginning, did you think about building a community and building your platform? Because one thing that's I think about is there must be so many traders who are like ghosts, who are invisible, who choose not to be on social 100%. Media.
There is more than you can even think. There's people that are way better than I am that have no social media. They have like those scammer crypto accounts, but they're living crazier than me by 1,000 for sure.
Do you ever? I suppose now maybe they would reach out to you.
Yeah, I get hit up by these guys all the time.
Do you meet up with them?
I've met a couple of them, and they're honestly way more successful than I would ever imagine. And it's just because they just took a different approach to it. You know, they just took only trading focus, right? So they only focus on the trading. I now have a responsibility of hundreds of thousands of traders that have to make sure that they're good, and like the community and, you know, the businesses and stuff because of these guys. So I took a different approach, but they're essentially more free and do more of what they want. But honestly, I'm very happy with what I do. I feel like I'm making a bigger impact, and I would not trade it for anything.
Have you met a Forex trader who's a billionaire?
I have not. I don't think I have.
Who's the most wealthy trader you've met?
The most wealthy trader? Probably one of these guys that I met in Africa. Yeah. Very recent, actually, probably 2 weeks ago. So I did the meet and greet, and then this guy comes up to me, very normal guy. He's like, hey, just letting you know, I'm a trader out there. I have a hedge fund in New York for trading. Like, all right, cool. You want my advice? He's like, no, I think you understand, bro. Like, like I do this, like I'm very successful. And he like shows me his phone, and I'm like, let me finish here and then let's talk. Finish here and then let's talk. And he was just happened to be in South Africa there, just, I guess on holiday, how you guys call it, on vacation. Yeah. I think that's one of the more successful guys that I've met for sure.
That's a pretty cool flex. Just pull out your phone.
Yeah, it's like it was fat. Yeah. It was fat.
So when did you start making videos?
I started making videos as soon as I started making money.
Okay.
So I started, because my whole goal with it was to get more girls, right? So you in Miami, you touch some type of money, you just want to flex it out there and you want to show it. And you show that you have money, the girls are going to flock to you. It's just a lot easier. And I just wanted to up my game with that. And I wanted to get away from the old high school friends that I had and just, meet other new successful people and just have fun with girls, go and to the beach or just do anything, honestly. And as I started posting it, I started posting the trading as well. And that should just like, that also happened like right after COVID. So the whole making money online thing was still very hot. But my goal was to never blow up as an influencer or, teach people or do anything. My goal was to just like these ghost guys, but just post this crazy lifestyle. But then it got to the point where I started posting it more and people started asking me questions. And honestly, as a trader, you have a lot of free time. I made 120K 2 days ago. The fuck do I do today? I got nothing to do. Today I've been just tanning all day. My tan didn't get crazy like yours. I don't know why.
No, it's in Dubai, it's different to the Spanish sun.
Yeah, I don't know why, dude. I was out there for like 3 hours, dude.
It's something to do with like I think it's the air quality. Because like, if you ever look up, and the sky is not blue.
Yeah, it's like misty.
It's misty. So you could be there for 3 hours and you might not even change shade at all. Whereas like I've just been in Marbella. Marbella, like it's like this powerful blue sky. You can be in there for half an hour and you're literally turn black.
Yeah, I tried, but so usually all the free time that I would have at that point, I was just replying to DM, just answering people's questions, and that should just snowballed. And I ended up liking the interaction from the people, and I just turned it into what it is now.
It was like me. I had no intention of becoming a YouTuber. I actually started making videos because people were just asking me questions about my physique. It's like, how do you do this? How do you do that? How should I train? I was like, God damn, these questions, they said the same questions over and over again. Let me just make some videos and I'll just answer the questions in those videos. And then it just started to take off.
That's usually kind of how it works. And then the impact is more organic. It's more real. A lot of people now, they want to be an influencer by force. They want to go into it without a purpose.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I've realized as well is there's a lot of people who are trying to teach and educate, but they're not got there yet. Like they haven't done the work. They haven't got the experience, or they haven't even developed the skill sets to be teaching people how to do a certain thing.
Like, well, obviously, like what I tell these guys that I want to have a community, with all due respect, like not who are you, but like what have you done? Like why should somebody go and follow you and get advice from you? Like what have you done to set your name to that point so then you can offer that service to somebody else? You made money 1 month, 2 months. That's not how it goes. You have to have a real track record behind it.
But I imagine you making the videos on trading. I mean, women aren't going to be watching that, are they?
No, but like I was just posting the profits. So I was,
like
it was just on the story. It was just on the story. Yeah. So basically on my feed, I would just post lifestyle, nothing trading wise. And then on the story, I would just post like, oh, this trade paid for this yacht, or just, you know, I'm chilling today because trade hit. That's it. So my goal was to just the feed, build it up. And on the stories, I was just flexing.
Your Instagram is cool. Like, I was just looking at it. I was like, God damn, this guy's living a good life.
Now I'd say I've mastered the art of marketing very well. I understand how to properly transfer a message across. And
but are you really happy? Are you really happy?
Bro, you want to know something? Am I really happy? Let me see how I answer this. I don't feel like I'm at the max that I can be. So I'm not happy because of that. I feel like I have so much more potential and that I'm only just getting started. And that doesn't make me happy. I feel like I'm just at the beginning. But
in a sense you are, because I mean, it's 23, turning 24 next week. Like, that's still like, that's the beginning, really.
Yeah. But like, I'm just mean like everything. Like I just actually learned how to properly structure a business about 8 to 9 months ago. And I just created 2 more like this and they're already at 7 figures. So I just feel like I'm just turning this thing up very, very recent. And I'm not fully happy because I feel like I've been missing out these last couple of years. But also at the same time, I had to realize that it's part of the process. Like this is an internal battle that I have with myself all the time. But to answer the question, I am very happy in the moment right now. I'm very content with what I am doing. I'm not chasing anything other than meeting super dope people like, you know, like yourself and being around other like-minded people. That's kind of like my new goal and my new ambition right now.
Because before you had the success, there was the 2 years, maybe even more, where you really had to, you were saying no to everything.
Yeah, bro, I was locked in for 2.5 years. I lost all my friends, family, like everything. I was just locked in, dude. I wouldn't go to family parties because I would go there, but again, full Cuban family party, you know, these OG Cubans don't even know how to use an iPhone. You know, like these guys are, what are you doing on that computer wasting your time? You know, you got to go out there and work, go become a cop. And I'm like, dude, you don't understand, bro. Like, that's not how shit is anymore. So I just avoided all that because it just took me out of my journey.
You recommend Cuba to visit?
I went. I don't, bro. Honestly, I don't. I don't. You're going to go and you're just going to feel like you're in 1920.
Yeah.
The place is just stuck. It's literally stopped in time. There's no advance. It's just stopped completely.
There's no charm about it.
Bro, I mean, yeah, the culture there is for sure different. It's one of a kind. You're going to smoke the best cigars on the face of the earth. Yeah. Like literally the best. I've smoked hundreds of cigars. The best ones were there.
Cuban girls are right, aren't they?
The best ones, honestly. Yeah, the best ones.
But do they stay there or they just leave and go somewhere?
There's nobody in Cuba right now, bro. Cuba's literally empty.
Okay.
And people are still leaving in rafts to this day from Cuba. It's not that far.
That's sad.
Yeah. People go missing all the time.
Was it just because the government's a mess?
Yeah, obviously it's a whole corrupt system. It's a dictatorship. You know, it's kind of it's literally like North Korea. Same thing as North Korea.
Damn, that's a shame.
The other day, my uncle, he was out on his boat from Miami fishing, and he saw like 15 Cubans on a raft, like 20 miles offshore.
Wow.
And you can't pull them. You can't do anything because then, you know, they'll charge you for human trafficking. You just got to throw them water and stuff, give them food, and just say, yo, just keep going.
Damn.
Yeah, but they're still doing that to this day.
Fuck. So you, I guess you've kind of at the moment got a much better balance of enjoying life and still putting the work in.
Definitely.
But was there a point where you let it get a little bit out of balance?
Definitely. I think it was about a year ago where I was just 100% about the businesses, about trading, and nothing else. I got really fat. I got just almost like a hermit. Like I was locked into my office. And I don't regret it at all. I definitely think that was what got me to the point on how to learn how to delegate and just get rid of stuff so I can just focus on the bigger picture and make sure that everybody else is good versus me throw all the tasks on me. Now I've learned to actually have that perfect life-work balance, definitely. And I love it. I'm mastering it right now.
And what does it look like so far? So, because you tell me past few days you've been stuck inside.
Yeah, I've been stuck inside because of the time zone.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have, so if I wake up here 8, 10 in the morning, it's, what is it, like 2, 3 in the morning, Miami?
Yeah.
I can't do anything, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm just here. Obviously, you know, I can go out places, but it's super hot. You know, I don't want to go to the desert. It's, you know, steaming. So I would just stay in, tan, chill by the pool, learn how to like do like that surfboard shit, like the electric one. So
That's hard, by the way.
it's very
Very
hard.
frustrating.
Busted my ass like 25 times. And they're super fast.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to buy one when I get back to Miami. I'm going to add it to the boat. But what it looks like now is pretty much I just wake up, go straight into the office, and I just pretty much look at all the messages from the Australia team from the nighttime, because obviously they're pretty much in the future. So I just catch up on all the messages, and then make sure everything is good, all systems. So I have a master Miro. Do you know what Miro is? So it's like a master workflow chart. So I have every single company with every single department with every single task and every single person in charge of that task. And my job is to
Is it any way similar to Trello?
Trello? No, that's like a ClickUp. No,
Okay.
that's Trello is like an order flow chart.
Okay.
I can show you. I could bring my computer. It's literally like a master work. I'll have to show you. It's like I go crazy with these things. So my job is to just go in and make sure that everybody's doing their job. That'll take me about an hour. At the same time, I'm kind of looking at trading. And then after that, I'll just, you know, probably just chill. I'm just chilling, probably getting on the phone with some. So I'm looking to open 2 new businesses right now. I want to open up a cigar brand.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I want to open a cigar
Now
brand.
we're talking.
Yeah, because the way I look at it is innovation is available everywhere. So when was the last time cigar brands were new and young? Never. It's all these
So old
school brands. So I'm like, all right, cool. Everybody now is young, right? They're smoking cigars because of the Andrew Tates, because of the Iman Gadzis. So I'm like, okay, let's just bring a new way of marketing to cigars to give it that young feel. Because the young guys are now smoking them because they want to, you know, I don't want to say look cool, but it's just like what's in right now.
Would you know why I started smoking them more? I think it was because I was changing the friendship groups that I was hanging out with. So it was spending more time with sophisticated, well-off guys who just so happen to smoke cigars, but also because if I was going to go to a social event, like I'm not into drinking like I used to be, so I don't want to sit there with a sparkling water. What I want to do is something.
Yeah,
I used to smoke shisha quite frequently, but if you smoking on a hookah pipe for 2 hours like that, fucks me up after. If I go to the gym the next day, I feel it.
Yeah.
Whereas a cigar is something that's quite, because you're not inhaling it. It's in your mouth. It's obviously still not good for you,
but it's not the worst. Probably
it's
the
not
best.
like a shisha.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I got into it. But how would you? How would it be different?
You would make it young. We'd make it new. We'd make it relatable. That's what I've mastered in these last couple of months, understanding the people. So when, for example, let's say right now a 25-year-old, 23-year-old goes into a cigar lounge to go buy a cigar. There's no 25-year-olds inside that cigar lounge. It's all old guys, you know, smoking a cigar, because that's just the vibe that's been normalized, which is cool. That's where I'm going to come in and fuck that shit up. I'm going to bring it down neon. I'm going to literally turn, so like, you know, like that old vintage look of like the boxes of the humidifiers. No, bro, we're turning this shit up to brand new vibe. And it's going to have an impact because these people are going to connect with that. Because these young guys, you know, they go to these cigar lounges and they feel like they don't fit in, right? Because they just look like they're out of place. Obviously, it's a very cool place. These guys are going to welcome you in. But I'm just going to make the branding of it be very sleek, very new, and very different. So you're going to be able to tell the difference. That you can't even tell the differences beyond cigars because they all look the same. Yeah. So you're going to tell the difference. It's in mind.
I'm getting like this much better at understanding like the differences of all of them. But when I'd walk in and you're just overwhelmed with the sheer choice and selection.
Yeah.
And you're right. There's nothing that stands out. It's all the same.
Yeah. I actually learned that from Jesse. It's Jesse Eitzler. You know who that is?
Yeah.
So he pretty much did a video, and this is where I got motivated about it. He did a video. He was like, when was the last time pickles were fun? Well, 75% of Americans eat pickles. There's only 2-3 pickle brands in the whole world. Let's turn up pickles. Let's make pickles fun. This guy went crazy and did a bunch of cool ads for pickles, just made it the new fun thing, and he killed it. And I got that same concept. I'm like, all right, let me find something that's new and fun and that a lot of people do it, but that it's outdated. And it's a new, like a new way of approach. That's where cigars is perfect. Because I actually enjoy smoking cigars too.
Damn, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be big. I wish I would have brought you some, but the thing is, like right now we're literally in the tasting process. So I actually own land in Dominican Republic where all of the tobacco is gonna be grown there.
Nice.
Yeah, like, I'm going big with this shit. Like to the point that
Nice.
I'm going really big.
It's cool content as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go probably in the next like 3-4 weeks. I'm gonna have the hat, walking through the whole farm. So
So with this, the other things you got going on, you don't actually spend a huge amount of time doing the trading like you used to back in the day.
No. So I'll probably take 1-2 trades a week max. And
what does that mean?
So
to take a trade.
So to enter the market, to enter a position in the market, I'll probably take 1 a week.
You go big.
Oh yeah, I'm risking 50 to 70K per position every single time I go in. And probably in the next month, I'm going to turn it up to like 80 to 120,000 for sure. So I'm risking that per position every single time.
No way. So you are, I guess you're more educated, but you're more confident in that it's the right choice to make.
No, it's just more like experience. So I mean, yeah, I guess I'm more educated. It's just the same pattern over and over again. I just look for one specific pattern, and the market doesn't give it to me every single day. It'll probably give it to me once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. But whenever I see that pattern, I'm just taking one good position.
And what's the success rate with these recent?
Probably like 65%, 60%.
Okay.
But my risk to reward is positive. So if I risk, let's say $10, I'm always going to win 2.5 or 3x of whatever I risk. So I'll win $25 or $30 every single time.
Okay.
So even if I were to take 10 trades and if I were to lose 7 of them, with these 3 trades, I would still make back all those losses and still be in profit.
Okay.
You understand? Because of the risk to reward. Yeah. So let's say I take 10 trades, right? That would be minus 7 points, right? That's minus 7. I have 3 trades left. If each and every single one of these trades give me 3 points, that's 3, 6, 9. Just made back to 7, I'm up 2 points. But it's obviously percentage-wise or money-wise, however you want to look at it. It's all the same thing at the end of the day.
Okay. So I'm trying to now just dissect these companies and businesses which you set up. Yeah. So you're doing the trading just by yourself, became successful, were making money. What was the first thing that you set up?
So the first thing,
you hire a team to help you with what it is that you were doing at the time? Yeah.
So the first thing was the same evaluation firm that made me successful in trading that I told you about, the $28,000 payout. I literally created that same exact business. So I just replicated it. So that business, same thing. It was outdated. It was old. I just pretty much created a new version of it with real branding and community management and community marketing. So since it's like an old school brand, they don't have communities behind it. And since I'm a personal brand, I have a community behind me. I create this new prop firm with the community behind it. So that was one of the first businesses I've ever created.
And that, what does that do? Summarize it again for me.
So basically you have to pass the evaluation process to get access to funds to become a successful trader. Okay. So we make money with that with 2 different ways. We'll make money on the front end. So if you buy the challenge and if you lose the challenge, we'll make money on that fee. And then we'll also make money on the actual trades that a funded trader will take on the live account. So then we'll have a profit split. So if let's say you make $10,000, you keep 7, let's set your 70% profit split, we keep the 30%. And then we also make money from data. So when you have 100,000 traders in a platform, that's a lot of fucking data.
Yeah.
Like that is billion points. Like there's so much data that's going on. We get that data, we turn around and we sell it to bigger platforms that they use it to whatever they want to use it for. So we make money from 3 ways around that.
And they're not doing any harm by selling that data. They're not going to piss people off.
No, because it's like...
So like personal information.
No. It's just trading data.
It's behavior.
It's just like market behavior. Exactly. It's just retail market behavior. So it's basically like right now, like your phone, right? You're going through Instagram, you say, cake, ads are going to pop up. They're selling that data back and forth. The same thing. It's not harmful. We're just giving other people context of what retail traders are doing.
What kind of companies are into that?
So these are like big banks. These are brokers. So brokers that pretty much have the spreads for the market to pretty much determine whether you're going to enter at no spread or high spread. Because there's people out there that they create bots, right? So there's these automation bots that are HFTs, high frequency bots. I personally think they're all, bullshit. I don't think it works. Brokers need to know that in order so they can put up the spread a little bit so then that bot doesn't work. But they won't know that unless they have the data. Because a bot can go straight into their platform and then do it, but they're going to only know after the damage is already done. So we're going to pretty much save them from that damage because we're putting the data beforehand. They actually get to do it.
Okay.
It's a crazy world.
I imagine they'll pay pretty good money for that data.
They pay well. Yeah, they pay well.
So how big is that company at the moment?
Yeah, so right now we're about to have an exit, very soon.
Oh shit!
Yeah, hopefully I can have a very successful exit.
Is it one of those things where you have to actually do like loads of work to make sure everything's in order so that you can?
It's so fucking brutal, bro. It's dude, because it's such a niche down business that the other person that's buying it is not fully in the niche, right? They understand it. They are very successful in what they do, but they just
need reassurance.
Yeah, they just want to make sure, and it's just like, bro, it's like basically creating it all over again. So I didn't know, right? When you create these different departments in companies, like you should have pre-recorded videos that all the new employees come in and they just watch. So it's very like straightforward, right? Same thing with how the data is recorded, how the risk team is actually looking behind it, the tech, we actually have to have all the tech. Like there's so much stuff that I didn't know that in the process of the sell, that's what I'm telling you, like in these last 8 months, I've become very, very experienced as an entrepreneur so that I could apply these foundations to new businesses from the get-go. And I'm ready for an exit whenever, because I already know what it takes. So these are all very new things that I've been exploring in the last like 8-9 months. It's brutal, but I think we're going to have a successful exit.
So there's that one.
Yeah, there's that one.
What was the second one you set up?
So the second one, simultaneously at the same time that I created that, was an educational company, which is pretty much I teach people how to trade, a course, all this shit, you know what I'm saying? like the whole course. Like I'm not like these other guys, bro. I'm not scared to say I sell a course and I'll make money from selling a course. Like no shit. If I have 1,000 people inside the course and they pay me $1,000, no shit, I just made money. Like it's common sense. I'm not hiding from it. But nobody's gonna pay me $1,000 if I don't know what I'm talking about. If I don't have results that are backed behind it, nobody's gonna pay for it. I'm not running ads to my course. Everything is purely organic. Link is in the bio, link is in the description. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. Like I'm not pushing it down nobody's throat. I'm not running promotions. I'm not doing any of this stuff. It's literally, it's there if you want it, cool. If you don't, you don't. So the educational company.
What's that called?
Swing Trading Lab.
Swing Trading Lab.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's learning how to swing trade and then pretty much like a lab. So it's kind of like the concept. And
this is like the fast track for people who want to get into trading.
It's literally everything you need to become successful in trading. If you don't know anything about trading, you're at 0.0. Swing Trading Lab will literally teach you from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
And it's a one-time thing. And then you get on calls with me every single week. So I do a call every single Sunday where I literally break down the markets that I'm going to be trading ahead for that week. So I'm not like these guys that I'll just sell you a course, watch the videos, peace. No, like I'm literally getting on a call every single Sunday with the guys, sharing the markets that I am trading, so then they can literally copy and have the same results that I do. Dude, I do so much shit for free, bro. Like it's fucking.
Well, yeah, that's everything on YouTube,
bro. It's crazy. I mean, I'm gonna retire from publicly like the trading space very, very soon, because I'm gonna kill this entrepreneurship. I really understand it very well now. So
that's just it's next chapter.
Yeah, exactly.
New journey.
Yeah. But I'm gonna forever always be a trader.
Yeah.
But the responsibility of, me being the caretaker of tens of thousands of traders, I'm working on getting one of my top traders to just handle all that part there for me.
I have a question for you guys. Do you take supplements? And if you do you really know what supplements you should be taking? You see, this is a problem I had for years. I would walk into a supplement store, I would buy loads of random bottles of supplements and just pop pills every day, hoping for the best. But in reality, I had no idea whether or not I should be consuming these supplements. That is where Bionic came into the picture and solved that problem. You see, I've been working with Bionic for the past couple of years, and since 2021, I've been getting my blood work done with them every 3 to 4 months. And based on that blood work, they send it off to get analyzed, and then they put together a very specific customized formula for me, which will last me for 3 to 4 months until I get my next blood work done. And honestly, it's been an absolute game changer for me. They also offer another product called Bionic Go, where all you need to do is go onto the website, fill in questionnaire, and then based on that questionnaire, they can give you your customized supplements. So if that sounds like something that would be of interest, which I highly recommend, go onto the website, bionic.com, and you can use the link in my description to get a nice little discount on your first order. Would you ever try and exit from that and sell it, or is it? This didn't really make sense.
It has my face tied to it. Yeah. I can't sell something that has my face. Yeah. Like it's very hard for you to sell thirst, I can imagine, because your face is directly to it. So it's very, very difficult.
Yeah. And was there a third thing?
So third thing is so the cigar brand, but that's not really built just yet. So I'm actually building on that. The third thing is actually the sports betting. I don't know if you've heard of it, fan funded. That's gonna be
I've seen it on the Instagram.
Yeah, that's gonna be $1 billion company, bro. That's where that's where all my bets are going towards that right there. Because it is the same exact thing as the trading space. So it's the same concept, but we then took it to then sports betting. So the way I look at it is for somebody to have fun with trading and make it a fun thing to do with friends, it's kind of impossible, right? Trading is very stressful. You kind of have to like lock in, learn strategy, and then it almost becomes boring. There's nothing exciting about trading. Sports, it's all exciting. You're watching a game, you're with the boys, you're smoking a cigar, having a drink. It's a better environment. It's a lot more upbringing. People look forward to a Saturday night, Friday night to go watch a game. So instead of people pretty much going out there and just betting their own money into these regular sportsbook, we want to then qualify people for the same exact thing as trading. If you can pass our challenge, we will then give you money to sports bet. So we took the same concept, but then took it to sports betting. And to give you a little bit of context, trading a month gets about 6 to 7 million keyword searches a month. That's how many people are just looking up the word trading, right? That can be divided into Forex trading, options, stocks. Just as a whole, it gets 7 million. It's not that much. Sports betting gets like 50 million. So the market is way larger, meaning that the opportunity for growth is much bigger. So we took the same concept into sports betting, and then in sports betting, we created our own tech. It's the same one that we have from the trading prop firm, just took it to sports betting, and we're the only sports betting prop firm in the industry to date as of right now. So we're the only one. Like, we created a brand new market in the sports betting space.
Oh, so you gotta be quick before someone steals your idea.
No, it's done. It's been operating for like 6 months.
Nice.
Yeah, we're literally the only ones. And since we own the tech, nobody can go out there and replicate the business unless they go and build their own tech. We get hit up for white labels 10 times a day.
Yeah.
And we just deny everybody because we don't want to saturate the market right now. We're just setting ourselves as a foundation as one of the biggest right now. And then probably in like 6 to 8 months, then we'll potentially create some white labels. And then that will just boost the valuation of the company to just a completely different level.
So how big is the team for that at the moment?
All in all, with all companies, so I have the trading, I have the education, I have the prop firm, I have another pretty much like another influencer thing. Like I have like another mini guy that I help promote as well. It's like 300 guys.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So if you think about it,
you're not really a trader anymore.
I'm full-blown entrepreneur. Yeah. But I'm still like, the first thing that I do when I wake up is I trade. Like that's the first thing that I do. So I'm a trader at heart. I will never stop trading. But I have had so much free time as I'm trading that I just dedicate all that free time now to businesses. So, I mean, the majority of those guys are just support. So each company has about like 50 to 40 guys in support. You have the live chat, you have the emails, you have the support reps that are actually like texting people and stuff. Like that should across. That's what takes the majority of the employees across the board, honestly.
What is it, do you think, that's inside of you that keeps driving you to build and grow and go on to the next thing? Because I'm sure you are at a point that just from the trading money alone, you could just chill.
Yeah, bro. I've made a lot of money in trading, bro. I've made like more than $10 million in the last 4 years. And I just say I feel like I just learned this new thing right now, and I just want to maximize it as much as I can. And these businesses have put me in the rooms with really, really cool people. Like if I would have not had fan funded, I would have probably not been super cool with Steve. I don't even know like the Nelk boys and stuff. Yeah, like Dana White. I fucking gambled with Dana White for like 10 hours, bro.
I saw that picture.
No, but like we gambled together for like 10 hours. But all this because of the respect that people have for me with the way on how I treat my team and the businesses that I've created. If I would have not done that correctly, I would not be put in those rooms. So for me, I just want to keep building these things that are super dope to keep getting put in these super cool rooms with really, really cool people.
How did that come about with Nelk?
With Nelk, so pretty much.
I've met him as well. Timepiece Trading guy.
Neil.
Yeah. I met him out here before.
My fucking brother, bro. That's my boy, man. So I used to host poker games at my house. And, Neil would bring all these, super cool guys. And then one day Steiny showed up. Craziest thing ever, right? 'Cause I'm a fan.
Yeah.
And I opened the door and this guy's there. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, come on in, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on in. And that was, we just played games, never went outside of that. Probably like 3-4 games later, Steve's brother came. So Steve has a brother. He came in, then he played. And then it got to the point where after a game, they went back to Brickell, which is the downtown of Miami. And they're like, yo, let's go to Steve's. We're just going to go chill there. Like, all right, bet. So I got invited. And then from that point forward, when they kind of realized that, you know, I carry my own weight, I'm not a super mega fan. Like
yeah, nobody likes you when you get giddy.
No. Like I'm a fan of you. Like I'll go up to any of these guys. I'm a fan. I like you. I respect you. I admire you. But that's like pretty much it. Like I don't need nothing from you. I just think you're super cool, and it's pretty much it. You know. Like and when they kind of realized that, they just threw me into the group, and that shit just grew into something that there's no price tag on, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I recommend to people if they're becoming successful, but they're living somewhere where there's not much going on, there's no action or whatever, it's time to relocate and be somewhere where the action is happening. Like me being in Dubai has given me the opportunity to meet so many cool people. You being in Miami, I'm sure, has given you like the opportunity to meet so many cool people as well.
I mean, your environment is everything. You know, funny that you say that, because I always have this like thing behind my head because of the environment. When I was getting started into trading, I was in, you know, multiple group chats. I had a friend group chat just from high school. I had a family group chat, and then I had a trader group chat with just two of these other guys. Whenever I would win a trade, I would post it in every single one of those group chats. My family one wouldn't even say anything. You know, they would just be like, they just brush it off. They wouldn't care, wouldn't pay it, because they just don't believe in it. I put it into my friend group chat, and then they'd be like, bro, you're actually still doing that. You know, when are you gonna stop? You just got lucky, whatever. And then I put it in the trader group chat, and then the guys were like, yo, congrats. Do it again. I got you. Let's get on the call. Let's review it. And that pretty much shows that your environment is everything. And if I were to just only look at my family group chat, I would pretty much hate myself, or I just wouldn't believe in myself. I put in the friend group chat, I would have probably gave up. So the environment is key to everything, bro.
Yeah.
Something so simple as that can just apply to life as a whole.
And what do your family think now?
Oh, now they're no. So I give my dad like my cars all the time. I give him all the cars. He could like drive them. Like right now, he's in my Rolls Royce right now. He's like moving that shit around.
What feeling?
I go to the family. So I have this thing, right? So my family, they have like dinners like every like 2-3 weeks, like at restaurants. And I won't say I'm going. So I'll pull up right like late. They're like surprised. And then I say, oh, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom, pay the bill, and then I just leave. and they just go crazy. It's like a $500 bill, you know, it's nothing crazy. But to them it is, because you know, they never really had that. Like nobody's ever really done that in my family. So it's fun now. It really is fun.
Have you got brothers and sisters?
I have a little sister. Yeah. But not little, she's like 20 and 21. Yeah. Something like that. I don't know.
Nice, man. But I guess you're still in the early stages where you're probably not looking to settle down quite yet.
I've had a relationship. I had a relationship for 2 years, but it was very how do I put it?
How long ago was this?
This was like 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 months ago. It was obviously a real relationship. I just never like made it real. Just kind of just happened. You know, this girl I was just seeing all the time. You're like, you know what? I'll just stay with you, because I'm just really, really busy. So if you just stay downstairs while I do my shit, when I'm done, you know, we can just, you know, go outside or watch a movie, whatever. Cool. You know, I'm cool with that. And that kind of turned into like 2 years. So now I'm at the point where I'm having a lot more free time, and I'm ready to see more things, and I'm not ready to settle down right now.
No, man, you are way too young for that.
I'm not ready to settle down. I feel the upbringing, like these last 2 years, I have not lived in terms of girls as much as I should. And I definitely feel like I want to make that up some type of way.
Yeah.
So I'm working on that.
Yeah. Just keep doing what you think, doing your thing, doing the traveling, going to different places. Just have fun, man.
Yeah, because it's kind of confusing, right? Because I can't ask anybody. Like, that's what, you know, I want to ask you, right? You know, I don't really know other successful people in my circle like that. I have very successful people, but they're already kind of, they're already older than I am, right? You know, Steve, these guys are 27, 28. Some guys are 30. I'm the youngest one that has this type of success and access to pretty much whatever I want. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if should I get a good girl. Obviously, at this point, every girl's gonna seem like a good girl, because I want to come in and just you know, park their boat and call it home, because obviously it's very easy now because everything's well. So it's very hard for me to right now to distinguish who is who. You know, I actually have a strategy for that. I don't know if you know.
No.
You've never seen the clip?
Oh, is this on where you don't tell them who you are and what you do? You even have a fake name.
Yeah, Juan. Yeah, so I have like a shitty car.
Yeah.
And the only way I can actually do this is if I meet him in person. So I meet him in person. I'm like, hey, my name's Juan. I just want to take you out. So I'll take him out in like my regular, super basic car. Take him to a super, I'm a gentleman. I'll pick her up, open the door, go to the restaurant, pay, drop her off. And if in like the second, third day she's still interested, and
that's a good sign.
I will then proceed to then say, I'm actually Alex. I lied. I'm sorry. But now it's at the point where it's kind of hard because like in Miami, a lot of people know who I am. So it's become very difficult now in Miami.
I guess the lying about the name could be problematic.
Yeah, but if I give them my real name, they could just search it
what
up.
if they just say Alex, like, so surely they can't track you down just from Alex.
I don't know, maybe. I just say Juan because it's the first thing that comes to my head.
Maybe I should start doing that.
But
I do a similar thing. Well, I don't do a similar thing. I never slide in DMs.
Never?
No.
How do you do it? I mean, bro, you look at you. Come on.
So I either,
they
will either come to me.
No shit, yeah.
Or, because then I'm like, okay, well, this person is interested. I just don't like the idea of sending a DM to somebody who like has 500,000 followers or whatever. I prefer the girls who are more low-key, that are either off social media or they just have a small account. Like usually from my experience, there's less headache with that.
Yeah, but how do you get those girls to DM you?
Post great content. Yeah. But honestly, my main Instagram is I just post for fun. I'm not posting to try and maximize the growth of that account or to maximize sales on any of my businesses. It's like a identity card. And half the time I'm just posting for women. So just by doing that, it can attract some good attention, but also some bad attention.
Of course.
But now a lot of the time, from a lot of kind of successful relationships that I've had, I've just met girls in real life. So in gyms, if you go to a gym early in the morning, you're going to see a very different type of crowd compared to going to the gym like late in the afternoon or the evening.
Of course, yeah.
And then just doing normal things, you'll find good people there.
So the in-person is always the vibe.
By far, yeah. And I've noticed if you're going out, you'll probably experience this as well. If you go out to the clubs, go out to the bars, like
that's not the vibe.
No, especially not here in places like Dubai, Ibiza. You're not gonna find your wifey in a club.
Not gonna find her at the Palm, at 5 Palm.
Yeah. It's weird where you'll find them, and even dating apps. You can't hate on the dating apps. Like when I travel, sometimes I will use Bumble.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never expect that. I would never expect that.
So like there's some places where, I mean, it depends. The talent can vary, but you can get like a premium account on Bumble where you just fast track everything and you see all the girls that like you. So I have my pictures. There's like 4 or 5 pictures. I go into a place, set my location, and then like within a few days, there's like literally hundreds of girls have shown interest. And then I just filter through it.
So you're not in a position right now where you want to like lock down or settle down?
No, I was in a relationship for the past, I broke up earlier this year.
Shit.
Start of January. That was a 2-year one.
Okay. Kind of on the same.
So it was a good relationship, but I think it ended because I didn't want to be in a relationship. I'm still just enjoying myself, doing my thing. And I think maybe in a couple of years' time, that's when I would want to settle, or at least start thinking about having kids.
Yeah.
I think when you get to the point where you're like 36, 37, probably should be thinking about it then. That's if your plan is to have kids.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think having kids earlier than 26 is the smartest idea. Same thing with marriage, because you don't want to get into a position where you settle too soon and then a couple of years later it either doesn't work out or you're like, oh shit, I didn't even live my life kind of thing. I want to be in a position where I make that decision, I start the next chapter of my life, and I look back and I think, you know what, I did everything that I wanted to do. Like, I'm not missing out on anything. Like, let's just...
And the age doesn't matter? Any age?
For what?
For you to find this girl, you gotta, like, do you care about the gap?
Not necessarily, no. I think... I can't imagine meeting an older woman would make much sense. But I don't want too young.
Yeah.
Because too young, they tend to... I've noticed from girls from the age of like 20 and 25, they still just want to party and have fun.
For sure.
And there's a kind of a limit to how deep a conversation can go. Like, even they need to get their wild streak out of their system And a lot of them tend to kind of do that in their early 20s. And then when they hit 26, then they're starting to think about the family
But
thing.
I also feel like it's different for you guys out here because you guys have a very different culture than what I have in America.
Yeah.
You know, you guys.
Actually, you need to tell me about that because I don't know what the culture's like in Miami.
So girls think that they're entitled to everything. They think that they are owed a lifestyle or owed a commitment just because they look good. It's like
that's like the Western mindset. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah.
the same in the UK as well.
Look, I feel like Europe is different though. You know, like
Depends which part of Europe.
But a lot of these girls, they have like this big guy energy. Like they want to be the pants in the house, but not work. But then they also want to tell you what to do, but you do everything. It's just, they got it all wrong. You know?
Yeah.
All these girls, you know, they're lucky that they look good and they're getting some type of entertainment right now. And they're going to have to settle for somebody that is way below their expectations and they can control, because a real man, you know, is not going to
take that shit. Yeah.
As a man, I don't want to have to handle a girl. Fuck that. You know, I got so much shit going on that I'm actually like busy with. The last thing I want to do is have to handle you or you know, just deal with you. Like you're supposed to be there to take care of me and make sure that I'm good. So there's I've found very, very, very little amount of girls like this in the United States, or at least in Miami personally. I've seen a higher increase of these type of women in Europe, which they're kind of more traditional. They have more of this traditional background. In the US, they just think they're entitled to everything.
Yeah. Asian girls are like that as well.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they actually respect, you know, like the shit that they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
There's no Asians in Miami. So
yeah. So that's one of the perks of traveling and just exploring different cultures and meeting different women. Like imagine if you had only ever dated American women.
That would suck.
Like you would just think, okay, well, this is just the way it is. It doesn't have to be that way.
That would suck. that would honestly suck.
So yeah, I think about it a lot, but at the moment I just want to go all, because if you really want to go all in on your career and set yourself up for the rest of your life, like some things have to give. And if you want to have a happy and successful relationship or marriage, there is a certain amount of like time and energy that needs to go into that to make it work. It's not just going to work by itself. Like you need to put effort into a relationship to make it work after a certain point in time. And there's like a phase in my life right now where it's just that's not a priority at the moment.
And I think that's more than fair. I think, you know, obviously if you have the opportunity right now to do things that you probably won't have the opportunity to do in 5 years, just do it now. You know, live up that opportunity right now, and then, you know, women are gonna always be there, bro. I'm sure you're gonna be fit from 3 to 5 years. You'll be fine. You're gonna have a lot of women.
I think the only issue just tends to be when, you know, it gets to the point where they're like, so what do you want?
Well,
like, where's this going?
Well, you just tell them, I just want tonight and that's it. Then, I'm out. Lead to my country tomorrow. We're doing this right now, you know? Yeah, I'm straight up like that. I don't got time to waste.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, I think that's what you need to do. You need to be brutally honest.
And they almost like that shit. They love it.
It's like they test you sometimes to see if you're going to be a pushover or whether you're like, no, I've got shit to do. So, yeah, you're in a good position, put it that way. But yeah, I don't think that's one of the reasons why I don't go to America too much, because it's the culture. I don't know if I like it that much.
Oh, dude, it's getting really bad lately. It's getting, well, except Miami. Everything outside of Miami is honestly a fucking mess. Miami is really its own little country, because, you know, a lot of things that have happened in the US just don't apply in Miami. Just laws, just rules, just don't apply.
Is it like that in Texas as well?
Texas is also a very small portion of Texas is like that. And that's probably about it. LA is, you know, trash. New York is trash. You know, all those stuff are completely done for. Very small portion of Texas and all of Miami, and lower end of Miami, like Key West and stuff down there, which is pretty much, you know, like island lifestyle. Very, very much different than from the rest of the US.
Yeah. I've noticed that quite a lot of Americans, they tend to just stay within America. Like not many of them travel. They're certainly not as well traveled as you are.
Because probably, you know, you could travel within the US a lot. There's a lot of different, you could almost get a little bit of Europe within the US if you go to the right place. And it's also, you know, obviously really expensive to probably go across and stuff. Probably just don't have money. Honestly, I'm so out of tune with reality, bro. Like I don't even, dude, like I literally don't even know what real meaning of like standard living is. Like I have no connection. This happened to me. I realized this very, very recently. I've spent $200,000 in this last month just traveling, all this shit. Like I'll tell my assistant, I'm like, yo, just get me the best Airbnb in Madrid, the one that you saw. He sends me some like bullshit little stuff. I'm like, no, dude, like I need a house. It's 10 of us. I travel with my whole team. I'm like, dude, we need a big house to fit everybody. He's like, bro, are you sure? It's like 35,000 for 7 days. Bro, who gives a fuck? Just get the house. You know, like we need the house so we can all feel we're all comfortable. Yeah. And you know, it just doesn't, like I just don't have connection on like how much $35,000 is compared to a normal person. I just don't have that real life connection. It's just not there.
Well, yeah, and when you say that, I bet even if your family found that out, they'd be like, "Oh, dude, what?
They just don't get it."
Yeah.
My mom, I flew my mom, and you know, some of my family out to Egypt, all first class, everything. It's like $20,000. When they found, because they didn't know, right? They didn't know how much it was. Again, Cuban people, they have no idea. When they found out how much it was, they wanted to come back walking. Like, bro, just get on the fucking plane and it's not a big deal. They're like, no, are you crazy? That's how I'm like, I just don't have real connection with monetization how I should.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a bad or a good thing, but I just don't. I'll go to a restaurant and I'll literally just tell the waitress, I'm like, can you just please bring me the best of everything, double of everything, you know. If we don't eat it all, you know, we'll take it home, we'll give it to somebody on the street. I don't care. It's just I want the best experience, the best stuff, and I just don't have that connection with money. It's the weirdest thing that I'm learning very recently.
Did you ever feel like this success gets to your head and blows up your ego a little bit and makes you feel invincible?
I feel I'm very, very humble. I treat, you know what? I feel like the more successful I get, the more guilty I get. For example, right now, the guys are cleaning our villa. I got a haircut and there was like hair on the floor. I didn't even realize. He left the broom. I swooped it up and I put it in a corner. You know, like I feel like I don't want to be like those douchey guys. I personally don't think I am. I feel like the more successful I get, I actually get more humbler and kind of respect people more. I don't get an ego personally, because that ego that I had in trading, you know, pretty much threw everything out the window, and I had to drop that ego, and I just haven't had it ever since.
Do you think, because I always wonder about this with American people, you've always got to pay tax.
Yeah.
Even if you're like, I don't want to live in America anymore, I want to live somewhere else. Doesn't matter, you still have to pay tax. Do you think it would ever get to the point where you would give up your citizenship and relocate somewhere else?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about Puerto Rico. Well, a certain section, Puerto Rico. Like Luke Belmar did it. But the way I look at it is there's billionaires living in the States. You have, you know, Jeff Bezos, you have 90% of these very successful companies, Elon Musk, like these people live in the States. They did not resign their citizenship for some reason. There's some type of tax hack that they know, and there's some loophole that they just go around. I just have to learn it. So right now I'm in the process of actually applying some of the stuff that they do, and it actually makes sense. You don't have to leave.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna obviously pay some tax, but you're not gonna pay all of it, honestly.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe like if I see an exit upcoming, like $1 billion in the next like year or two, and I'm not wanting to pay like $300 million in taxes, I'll probably figure out what I can, if I resign, or like, you know, resign the citizenship. But there's something that you can do there, bro.
Yeah.
If not, these guys would all do it. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, there's definitely there's ways around
There's
it.
something, bro. That tax book is like this. You know, there's a lot of things in there.
And are you investing any of the money you're making into long-term stocks?
No, the only long-term stock is Bitcoin.
So you're into crypto?
Yeah. I mean, just like Bitcoin, that's it. Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's the only crypto that I'm in right now.
Okay.
And I don't have as much as I wish I should. Have like $500,000. I can show you. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Yo, let me get my phone.
So you still, if it ever dips, do you buy more?
No. I'm just not educated enough.
It's funny how you can be so educated in one form of trading.
Yeah.
But then another form is just like, it's so foreign and different. Yeah. I still see it as, because I was with Luke in Ibiza.
Okay.
We were all staying in villa. He keeps talking about all these meme coins.
Yeah, bro. He's in that.
And he's like, I don't understand it. It just seems like it's not real. Like it's just fake money.
Well,
And it's like a meme coin is like a coin that comes out of nowhere that gets all this hype and funding behind it, and then makes people millionaires.
yeah. Somebody loses though. Like somebody becomes a millionaire, but somebody loses that $1 million, or a collective amount of people lose that $1 million. The coin is driven by supply and demand. Price goes up because there's more people buying. The price goes down because a lot of people are selling. That's simply how it works. So yeah, these meme coins, Luke is good because obviously he just knows, right? He's in chats with other people that he knows before they come out. And there's a lot of these other crypto ghost guys that are like that. And yeah, they're gonna obviously be super happy because they're the first ones in there.
Yeah.
But when they hit withdrawal, the last guys that got in, they lose. So if somebody's making money, somebody's losing money. That's how it works. There's no.
I don't think I would be happy with that.
I've tried. I've lost it. I've been that guy that gets fucked every time. Like that. This is my ledger. I just have like half a mil in it. This is like fucking nothing, dude. This is literally just. I don't know. You know how to use Ledger, right?
No.
Ledger is like a cold wallet. It's like
I don't have a wallet.
I don't
have no crypto.
Oh, you're like 50 years old? How old are you, bro?
I'm getting there.
You don't have crypto?
No. The people I've had on the podcast, they're saying I should.
Dude, just get a fucking Ledger. It's the safest thing you could probably have. It's cold wallet, so it's not like these exchanges, right? You see how?
It's not like Binance.
No. That's an exchange. This is cold wallet. Your money's good here. It's not going anywhere. Like you will probably lose the money before the platform goes anywhere.
Yeah.
Because if you lose the password, like the keys, pretty much screwed. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, you definitely gotta get
Yeah. I always wonder what my life would have turned out like if I was born 10 years later.
Later, so you'd be 43.
No. Sorry, 10 years sooner.
Sooner.
Yeah.
We'd probably be traders. You'd probably be a trader like
because I like how I was brought up in a world where there was no social media. There was like MSN Messenger. I think I got onto Facebook when I was like in my late teens, and then Instagram 23. It was just such a different world then. I feel like now it's easier than ever to make money online, and there's so much advice, so many people sharing, like you're sharing.
But I feel like that's also a problem because there's like information overload.
Yeah.
Now it's getting to that point right now. You want to know something? Maybe you can help me with this. I ask this question to myself all the time. I feel like this whole internet social media stuff is getting to the point where it's very redundant, right? Like, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, like everybody is on it already. Like what's the next thing? Like what's the next TikTok? That's kind of where my mind is right now because I just feel like, I don't know, I just go on Instagram and the reels, they're all so sophisticated. Like everybody gets it already. Like for you to engage somebody, you have to get somebody in the first half a second. If not, they scroll to the next one. Stories, if you don't have it in the frame correctly and you put the link at the bottom, if not, nobody's gonna click like so many people are so educated on these platforms already that I feel like it's not burnt out, but I feel like we're just hitting a point where it's all like everybody.
It's overwhelming.
Yeah, so everybody's so good at it, right?
Yeah.
Like people know now when you do a YouTube video, you have to change the thumbnail 10 times, you change the title 10 times. You have to make sure as soon as you start the video, you say the thumbnail so the video goes good. You have to say subscribe in the middle. You add one. Like there's all these things that everybody kind of already knows that it's kind of like the max. Like you can't max this shit more. It's just fucking impossible.
Yeah.
That's where my mind is right now, right? I'm not gonna create this thing. I just want to see it, right? What is this next thing that's gonna come out if there is another thing?
Yeah, because it's been a while now since something took off.
Yeah.
There was a few. What was the audio one? It was like phone calls. There was The Room. Anybody know?
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about.
Because everyone was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the next thing," and then it just kind of went.
Yes, that is. Dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. That they do like the pranks in there and stuff. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. What's that called, Silva? No.
It was a friggin'.
Bro, I know exactly what you're talking about.
What the fuck was it?
Is it in that you, if you don't want to talk to the person, you just click enter, go on to the next person, right?
I think so. But it was a point where there was like famous people who were all having like group calls together with one another. Fuck. Anyway, people listening will know the name.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was a point where that was like getting hyped up. I thought, fuck, this is gonna be the next thing, and then it just like died out.
Yeah, that's kind of where my mindset is right now. I feel like everybody's so sophisticated on these platforms that it's almost predictable. I can predict these next guys' moves. I know that, okay, in the next 3 stories, they're about to sell something. The first 2, they're going to hype something up. Or maybe I'm just super analytical and I can see it.
Yeah, I think that what makes people stand out now is just sheer authenticity, just being real.
Yeah.
Like not trying too hard to fake it. Like, because like we said before, there's loads of people who haven't really done anything and they're hopping on board and like acting like they're that guy, but they're not that guy. So they have to hide behind this wall of flashy edits and visuals to trick people.
And that shit doesn't work.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why, you know, that Sam Sulek guy, he kind of blew up out of nowhere and everyone was talking about him. And I went onto his YouTube and it was just like literally no fancy edits, no nothing, just him talking to the camera. And it's like, it kind of went, you know, in the reverse direction. People didn't want all like because I used to do it as well. It used to be super like professionally edited workout videos where it was like slow motion water dripping off the face, music, and it's just kind of like that gets boring after a while. People just want to see
just the raw,
stuff.
the real stuff.
Yeah,
it's actually right. That guy kind of did blow up.
Because even now with like a lot of the content I make, especially on YouTube, people are like, "Oh, what's your strategy? What's your plan? Like, do you have a whole team behind it?" A lot of the time, it's just I have an idea, or I just want to go somewhere and make a video, and then I just bring cameraman, photographer with me, and I do my thing in front of the camera. Like going to Japan, I just wanted to see Japan, and I wanted to share it with everybody else, and those vlogs did really well. It's not like there was any fancy, production or anything behind it. It was just, it is what it is. Do you have any strategy behind the stuff which you do?
I do with certain, like for example, with the personal brand, I have a strategy on the educational side. So every single video leads on to the next video. So people could just keep watching, retention goes up on YouTube. That's just like the educational one. But like on my personal one where it's just vlogs, I haven't posted in like 2 months because I just haven't been able to do nothing super cool for a vlog. You know, like I'm doing one.
What? I thought you've been traveling all over the world.
Well, exactly. I'm doing one master one of all this. Yeah, I'm doing like one big one because I was going to chop it up into little ones. But I mean, you know what? Let's try something different. Just make like one big one, like 30, 40 minutes where it's going to have every single country. But in the meantime, I haven't posted anything. No big deal. But when it comes to the educational ones and the company ones, yeah, everything is super. Like I have the next 8 months of my life calendarized. I follow everything. Everything's ready to go.
Yeah.
Like I have a meal in 35. I'm kidding. Like it's not that bad. It's not that bad. But yeah, I'm very, very well organized when it comes to like right now, the way how I'm doing the content is I'm leading to the sell. I have to follow a calendar to make everything make sense. Yeah. Everything right now is on the sell. I don't need the money. I just want to do it. Say, yo, I exited it. You know, have the articles ready to go.
God damn, yeah. Imagine you exit, you make however much it's going to be.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, hey, that adds so much credibility to your name.
Yeah.
People are no longer going to be like, oh, what, that trader guy? It's going to be like, oh, shit.
Yeah. It's the only reason why I'm doing it. Like, I don't have to sell. I really don't need the money, bro. I have literally the only thing that I'm missing right now is a jet, which I'm already buying one, and then like a hypercar, like a Bugatti, which is I already put in order. Those are the only things physically that I'm missing, or that money can buy. You get me? Everything else, I pretty much have. And I only wish I would have more real estate investments. I'm not super deep into that right now. I have 2 real estate properties. I wish I would have more because.
Do you think that would just take time, like more of your time to?
I just feel like I can make more money with the money that I have right now.
Yeah.
So I make like 8 to 12% a month from trading. My real estate properties probably give me 5% a year. You know, they don't give me anything. So the money that I have in, let's say, my trading account, if I were to put it into real estate, I would literally be shooting myself in the foot.
Yeah.
I'd be making not even a tenth of what I would normally make. So that's kind of why I'm not super involved in real estate, because I just feel like it just doesn't make a return on the investment as what I'm used to. I'm used to crazy margins and, you know, bigger percentages. So that's kind of the only reason why I'm not super involved in that.
So talk to me about this Bugatti order.
Yeah, so I'm buying a Bugatti probably.
Hang on, so yeah, first thing I want to know is, did you go to him and be like, hey, I want to buy one?
Yeah.
What's the process?
Well, no, I didn't go to Bugatti. So I go to my car guy, Jacob, and I just tell him like, yo, so I want a Bugatti around like September. after I complete a challenge. So I have a challenge right now that I'm going to do. I did this previously where I turned $100 into $1 million. I didn't successfully do it last time. I turned the $100 to about like 360,000. It took me like 3 months, but then I blew it. So I blew the full 360. That was like about a year ago. Now I'm going to do it again, or I'm going to try and do it again. I'm going to try and turn $100 into $1 million. And if I complete that, I'm going to then buy myself a Bugatti.
Nice.
Easy. It's
What about the jet?
the jet is more like a tax thing as well. It's a tax play. So in America, you can write off up to 80% of the jet first year, and then you write off 100% or 60% of the expenses annually the year after that. So if I buy a jet for like 3 mil, I write off 80% of that.
You should do a paint job on it and turn it into a big, massive cigar.
It's actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Like
cool.
the end of the cigar, which is like burning, could be like the end of the jet.
Like the wing. This guy's creative. We gotta write that down.
So I always think of, I see Rick Ross's jet.
Yeah.
I'm like, that just looks so dope.
Yeah, the Rick Ross one. Yeah. I'm looking at something like that, honestly. But you know, like jets aren't expensive itself. The shit that's expensive with the
It's
jet
just the maintenance.
is that fucking maintenance. Like you could buy a jet for 2 mil. It'll cost you $1 mil to just operate it.
Yeah.
Just beyond what I believed, you know. I thought it was like a car. But no, you got to pay the pilots 200-300K salary. The parking is going to cost you probably like another 150,000, depends where you have it. Maintenance shit's going to supposedly always break. It's just all this shit that I never realized that would cost so much money.
It's the same with the boat as well. It's just like the only people should really be buying a boat are the ones that can afford to just piss away a bit of money. But I feel like you would probably get more value out of a jet because at least you can time travel a little bit.
Yeah.
With a yacht, it's. I always think about this. I imagine if I actually had one, how long would it take for me to just get used to it and for the novelty to wear off and for it to actually just start being a pain in the ass?
A yacht?
Yeah.
Depends how old you get it. If you get a really old yacht from the get-go.
No. But even if you got like because you know when you have these, you buy something and it's like a new thing. Like the first time you get a supercar, probably your first supercar, you were like, this is sick.
Yeah.
Like this is wild. But then that feeling wears off and it becomes normal.
Yeah.
You might get another supercar, but it's like, it's not that same feeling when you got the first supercar. So imagine if you buy a yacht, like that feeling when you buy a yacht, you're like, holy shit, I bought a yacht. This is amazing. But then it starts to wear off a little bit. And then you're just like, oh, this is normal now.
I think, I mean, probably like, it depends how much you use it. I have a boat now and I probably use it like once every 2-3 weeks. But it's a small boat. I just go wakeboarding on it.
Yeah.
My goal is to do a backflip soon, like pulling from the back of the wakeboard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that easy. I've tried busting my ass 1,000,000 times.
I think I saw, don't you know Devin Levesque?
No.
I think he did. He tried to do a backflip on it and he busted himself. I think he landed on the board.
Yeah, it's not like you could really fuck yourself up, especially the captain's ass. Really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you do any other extreme sports?
No. I mean, I'm just like really athletic. You know, I'm pretty good at basketball. That's about it. But there's nothing. Yeah, I if I was taller, I would have gone to the NBA. If I was taller, I would have gone to the NBA for sure. No, probably not.
Nice, man. Well, I won't keep you too long because I know you've got a flight to catch. But I appreciate that talk. It was it's good getting to know you. First time I met you, and you are honestly a cool guy. And you're not a dick. You're not let it all get to your head, which is
no. I feel the more money I get, the more humble I want to get, and the more I want to give back. You know, I personally think that giving back is super cool. You know, like I go to these different countries. Like I just went to Africa and I went to this random, neighborhood, and we gave away 300 chickens. Like the love you get from the people in this language, you don't even know what they're saying because they're talking African or whatever they're talking. It's so cool because it just shows that they're actually appreciative, and I don't know, I genuinely enjoy that shit. It's a really good feeling. So yeah, I try and always be as humble as I can when it comes to all aspects of life, for sure.
So where can people find you? YouTube, Instagram?
Yeah, YouTube, Instagram is just FX Alex G. Kind of wish I didn't have the FX in there because of Forex, but whatever.
Can you switch it?
I tried. I was gonna buy the Alex. It was 50 grand. I didn't want to pay 50 grand for it because then supposedly they're like taking it away now. So I don't even know John Shahidi. It's the owner of like Happy Dad and now.
Okay,
yeah. They took away his @John, so it's like
even after you paid for it.
Yeah. So
why? Because someone else
there's these
that is more important gets it.
No, there's these Instagram fucking hacker guys, bro. These guys are crazy. These guys just say, "Give me that shit," and they just take it. So they took it away. So I don't want to get it and then they give me some other bullshit name. You know, I'll just stay with my name. Very happy with it.
Yeah.
Alex.
If any of you guys want to see Lamborghini covered in Christmas lights with a Christmas tree on top of it, then
shit, I forgot about that.
holy shit! No, we can't not talk about you streaking
Oh,
the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Holy fuck! Oh god, I'd be so pissed off if I ended the podcast without talking about that. What was that about?
So I was at Vegas with Steve, the Nug boys and stuff, and I was at Red Rock Casino, pretty much where all these influencers go to. And as we're playing, we're probably in like 5 hours playing blackjack. Somebody was saying, "Yo." Like they said it through the background, right? There's a lot of people and they're like, yo, who's betting tomorrow on the Super Bowl streaker that's going to run? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you can bet on that? And I'm talking with Steve. He's like, yeah. Like if somebody runs on the field, they pay 1,000x. Like, hold on, there's no fucking way that pays 1,000x. You're saying if somebody runs on the field, if I put 10 grand in it, I'm about to make $1 million, $10 million. Like there's just no fucking way. I just didn't comprehend that. He's like, yeah, because it's such a rare occasion that they're going to pay a lot of money. But they cap your bet. They're going to put your bet at 500 or 1,000, but they still pay you 1,000x. And I instantly said, well, I can run on the field and I'll bet on myself. Fuck it, right? Like it just makes common sense. I was like just brainstorming there. Like I was just playing. And I just got up and I said, I'm streaking the Super Bowl tomorrow. I'm streaking it. I'm just going to do it. And as I said it, Dana White was there. Aiden Ross was like literally like right next to it and all like the Nook boys and stuff. And I just would go out, tell every single one of them, yo, I'm streaking the Super Bowl tomorrow. Place your bet, place your bet, place your bet. The only reason why I did it is for the bet. As I'm doing more research, the bet doesn't exist because people like me. Because, people were...
Yeah, because everyone would do it.
Yeah. But I told so many people I was going to do it.
Oh, yeah, you come back down from that.
And I can't... And my word is my word. My word is everything. I'll put my whole net worth. I will literally fucking throw it out the window for my reputation and for my word. I don't give a shit. Like my word and my reputation will make it all back. So I said, bro, I gotta do it anyways. Like I cannot not streak the Super Bowl. I'm gonna look like the biggest pussy in front of all these big guys. Yeah. So I go, I buy the tickets for me and my filmer. It was 50 grand for both tickets. Best 50 grand I've ever spent. So we went to the game and we're sitting front row. So I don't know if you've ever been to one of these games, but dude, there is 1,000 security guards in the whole arena. So his mission and I was literally from the beginning of the game to just study the security guards and notice when they go on break, when they rotate.
Patterns.
Yeah, literally. And there was a pattern, bro. But the pattern was so perfectly done that there was literally never a window. And it got to the point where I told my friend, I'm like, look, bro, you jump first. You're going to be the first target. When they all attack you, I'm going to just run over you and then I'm going to just go. You got to take it for the team. He's like, yes, sir. I'm ready to go. This guy's a soldier. This guy doesn't do anything. And as I'm going to tell him to go, I just saw a moment where like both security guards, they're like planing. So they're looking up towards us. Like they have their back towards the field because they're looking up to the crowds, making sure nobody throws anything. So they're not paying attention to the game. And if we're on the first row, they're looking right at us. It's very hard for them to not see us. It got to the point where they were looking like this and both of them that were right in front of me just looked like this at the same time. I'm like, that's it. Because I just needed like 3 seconds. Because that drop was like 15 feet. I just needed 3 seconds to fall, get up and just run through them. I looked at their shoes. They weren't wearing cleats. I had cleats on because I studied everything. And bro, as soon as I hit that field, I just blacked out. I blacked out. The adrenaline that I had in me just completely went out the window. And the only thing that I do remember is when I'm running through the field and I'm basically about to get caught. Vitaly? Yeah. So I was with Vitaly at Red Rock. He's like, look, if you're going to run on the field and they're about to catch you, just throw yourself on the ground because if not, they're going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, but I don't want to get fucked up, humiliated on TV. That's going to suck. So I didn't know I did such a short run. I only ran for like 15 seconds. In my mind,
like taking the clothes off.
Because my mindset was like, all right, I gotta run, take my shirt off, and then just keep running. I don't remember any of that stuff. But when I did fall to the ground, it's like some guy kneed me in my face because like they were just like jumped on me. The only thing that I just remember is I had my Richard Mille on. I was like, yo, don't let my Richard Mille fall. So I had my hands behind my back and I'm just like holding it. I'm like, motherfuckers, I'm taking this shit away from me. Because you lose a Richard Mille on the field,
you're not gonna see that again.
Just lost $250,000. I don't want to lose that much. So pretty much threw us into jail. We were there pretty much all night. And where we were walking into jail, everybody was waiting for us because they all like saw it on TV and shit. Fucking legendary, bro. Yeah. All I'm going to say is we're going to do it again.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
For a different event or?
No, the same Super Bowl. We're going to do it 2025. And then we're going to try and do the World Cup.
Yeah.
The World Cup's going to be sick. But I have an open case right now. That's the thing. Like actively, I'm like on a case right now. You know? They wanted to throw me in jail for 30 fucking days, bro.
Fuck.
They wanted to set an example out of me.
Well, yeah, because you're a public figure.
Yeah. I got like 100 million views in 24 hours. It's the craziest thing ever.
No way.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely. But this next time, I'm gonna do it with I'm gonna do it way more. Now I know what's in that deal.
You probably don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I've talked a lot about it already because I'm just so excited for see, this is the shit that I like. You know, I like this shit.
It's so random. It's like, what? You don't need to be doing this, but it's like.
But it's like I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be 50 years old, you know, super rich on a yacht and say, fuck, I wish I would have done that when I was young. Like, yo, if I'm young and I'm rich right now and I can do whatever I want and technically it not cost me anything and me have, like I go to jail, we get out the next day, my businesses are fine. I still know how to trade. You're not going to take that craft away from me. I don't want to be 50 years old and say, oh, I wish I would have done that when I was younger. I don't want to have any regrets in my life. I want to do everything that I possibly can.
You need to have that, whatever you're going to call a cigar brand, plastered all over you for the world to see.
So if you want thirst on it, I'm selling real estate on it. So I'm selling slips.
Wait, that's fucking funny. Alex, appreciate that.
Brother, appreciate you for this spot. It's amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
It was great. But yeah, we're going to definitely do it again. 100%.